Greetings. I am going to show a quick way to go into the data visualization system and be able to access precipitation data. So, the way that I do this is I come over here to GLOBE Data and I come down to the Visualize Data and wait a minute for that to open. Usually it's less than a minute. While I'm waiting, I'll tell you I'm Dorian Janney, and I support the Global Precipitation Measurement Mission, which is a mission that NASA and JAXA, the Japanese Space Agency, jointly support, and it measures global precipitation. But let's take a look at some of the ground measurements made by our GLOBE community. So I'm going to enter the visualization system. And now it's going to give me a lot of different options. I'm going to start by coming up here to this filter and select atmosphere, because that's what precipitation comes under. And in this case, I'm just going to click on precipitation, and I'm interested in the total liquid equivalent. So I'm going to click that. What I'm seeing here these are all the measurements that were taken today. If I want to see measurements that were taken, in this case, it's kind of putting it to 5 years ago, I can see measurements that were taken over the past 5 years. Because we know GLOBE is such a program that has been around for over 25 years, I can go back even further and look at all that data. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take kind of a deep dive. I'm going to come back to being closer to today, and I'm going to come in near where I live. A friend of mine who I know collects data on a regular basis, he was telling me that not long ago he had, I believe he said 10 inches that fell at one point in time in his rain gauge. So I was really, really intrigued. So I'm just kind of coming in here to Washington, D.C. area, because that's where he lives. Come down a little bit here. And let me go right in the heart here and see if, there it is, the Butler School. So Butler Homeschool, our very own Dixon Butler, collects precipitation data every day. So here's what we're looking at. Here I can say, looking at the precipitation measurements, and of course we're looking at that in millimeters, but look at that. That was on the 8th of July. Look at that precipitation. It was amazing. And if I come to rain depth, we're getting something, that's very, very similar. We're actually even seeing a little more variation. If I want to come over here, I can do either of those. That's fine. I can look at data counts. And so we see that he has been collecting this data very, very regularly. Over here, we can take a look at some of the information about his site. Here we can get that it's on the roof, so it's an automated rain gauge that he's collecting this with. And generally, we don't have photos when we're talking about our precipitation data. But I hope you see just how easy it is to get in there and grab precipitation data and take a look at who's been collecting the data, for how long. And then, like I say, just going in there and taking a look specifically at the data. It just comes up so easily. You can put it into a table if you so desire. Lots of different ways you can interact with that data. I hope this was helpful to you. And so get out there and do science and have a lovely day.